What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and I'd like to welcome you back to another YouTube video. And today, I have such an interesting deck for you. It is Wobbuffet. Now, this is hella fun to play, and if you don't know, it basically has an attack for 3 psychic energy, where if your opponent, it does 50 damage for each, well, colorless or energy or whatever in your opponent's retreat cost. So if they have 3 retreat costs, then you're hitting on 150. If they have 4, you're hitting 200, yada yada. Now, on its own, it doesn't seem like that great of an attack, especially in this format, with the likes of Zeraora GX in there, giving 3 retreat to PikaRom and Jirachi. So to be able to play around with this and really maximize the potential of our deck, as well as shutting those things down, we have Alola Muck, which shuts down the Jirachi just by its ability, and it shuts down Zeraora's ability as well. So there won't be any sort of a free retreat in a PikaRom deck. So that's really good because PikaRom has a high retreat cost anyway. And then with that, we also have things like Alolan Dugtrio, which has the ability of increasing your opponent's active retreat by 1. And then we also have Mount Lanica. Mount Lanica? I don't know. Mount Lanica, I'm going to say. I don't actually read the name, I just know it exists. And that increased the retreat cost of each basic by 1. Now, you're probably sitting there going, Absol, yes, but Absol is particularly basic. Basic Pokemon. So the issue with that is if we play both Absol and Mount Lanica, I'm just going to call it that, I don't know if that's the actual name, then we are completely negating things like stage 1s and stage 2s, which there are some that have low retreat, which we would struggle against if we don't have a Alolan Dugtrio. So that's my thought process anyway. With that said, let's get set up. I think we can Ultra Ball here rather than Mysterious Treasure. We could use Ultra Ball to switch an energy away and keep that Mysterious Treasure for something else. And we're going to get... What are we up against? Gengar. Okay, so when it comes to Muck, I don't think we really need to worry. Unless we're playing Gengar Omastar, which means we've already screwed ourselves. Yeah, that's bad. I'm just going to have to pass here. Don't have to worry too much about getting the Wobbuffet down turn 1. Although it would have been nice to get the energy in play. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. We just need to get the Malamars and the Dugtrios out more than anything first. Oh! That's a bad sign. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to Spelunk then. If I can't do anything, I'm going to Spelunk. If that's the case, then I think, yeah, Mount Lanica would be the best thing to get right now. Let's do that. Off the top deck. Or just Splunk. I don't mind. I mean, you can take out this Diglett. That's not really that big a deal for me, personally. So we still get the Dugtrio down. We can bench the Ditto for another Alolan Dugtrio. As long as we just get things set up after this, that's pretty cool. And it's good that they laid the Lavender Town down as well, so we can counter Stadium that. We need to be careful, though, with the Stadiums, to be honest. But we are going to be within 1-hit range of this thing soon if we get double Dugtrio down and a Mount Lanica. Then we'll be in 1-shot range without a Choice Band. So that's critical. For the sake of consistency, I've thrown in a Giratina to just provide a consistent overall attacker in case things don't really work out the way we want it to with Wobbuffet. So I've thrown that in there as well for that sake. Okay, but that said, I think we can... I think that Inkay is probably going to go down. So I think we can bench this and just go for a Cynthia. See if we get ourselves a Wobbuffet. We do, that's good. Let's get the Wobbuffet down. Sweet. Let's get the energy on it and evolve to a Malamar. We'll have to just get this Inkay down, unfortunately. But as long as they don't go for some crazy Guzma play, which they can do. We can actually thin our hand down, technically, by Ultra Balling away Lanica. Or not Ultra Balling, we could... Yeah, we could Ultra Ball and get another Malamar down. Or we could Ultra Ball and get Dugtrio in hand for next turn. Just to remove their attack. Yeah, at least the Inkay won't go down. I'm just thinking we can't really Ultra Ball any consistency cards, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's do that. Let's Dugtrio in our hands and pass. That way they're doing no damage to us unless they go for the Garbodor, which obviously they will probably do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Sitting at 120. Which is a bit of a shame. It's going to be like a one-shot matchup, really. As long as we can, like, one-hit KO the Gengar, like, that's the dream right now for me. So as long as we can do that, which we can next turn, so long as we keep our stadium in play and not fall too far behind. We just gotta hope they don't have some sort of Guzma energy play or just an energy overall. All right, they're gonna force me to get rid of this. Okay. Actually, that pays off really well. We can definitely hit into the Gengar, which is good. So that's paid off pretty decently. They're gonna go for a Lily, but they're probably gonna have a Lavender Town off that, which makes it way harder for us. Power off, which makes it way harder for us. Well, they're gonna retreat. Okay, they're gonna pop with guys for nada. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Oh, buddy. Do you know what? We're gonna Hypnosis. Let's do that. We got the energy in hand anyway, so Hypnosis. Don't hit heads. Oh, of course they hit heads. Yeah, there we are. It's a shame we're dead drawing, but it's also not a shame because they're not going to hit any damage unless they go into the Garbodor. So, that's all fine by me. Oh, they get a Guzma. Yikes. Yeah. Ew, that feels really bad. I don't like that at all. No, now we're struggling. Now we're struggling. Yeah, we need a Wobbuffet, but we need a Cynthia more than anything, or a Lily. Or I mean, we play, what is it, 10 draw supporters? Well, yeah, I think we played 10 draw supporters in this deck. I mean, come on. We can hit one. 1 in 3 chance, right? That's just typical, isn't it? That's just typical. All right, just going to Hypnosis. Ah! God's sake. Ah, why? Why? 2 times in a row, man. Come on. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, man? I could take an Zeb Striker or something in case we do start struggling. That could be an idea. Considering we are playing Ditto, right? Could take in a Zeb Striker. I kind of like that, actually. But that's 2 techs for 1 Ditto. It's a bit rough. I don't know, man. All I know is I need a draw supporter. Come on. Give me something. I swear to God if it's an energy. Oh, no. Okay, that's a game. It was really well played. That's a guaranteed loss at this point. There's no comeback there. We could Malamar and attack into the Garbodor, but they got another Garbodor following up. It's not going to work. Let's go and tech into this, and instead, well, I'm going to say instead of Muck, I would probably throw something out here. Probably got you guys going, get rid of that, get rid of that. We could just get rid of an energy. I mean, 8 energy is okay in a Malamar deck. And just get Zeb Striker in there, man. Right? Just get that in there, so if we really struggle, we can at least do something about it. Let's do that. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. I mean, it's better than dead drawing, I'll tell you that. So if we do get in a bit of a sticky situation, we can just sprint out of it. And we play 4 Ultra Ball. We got a decent ball search, so it shouldn't be too hard to get one of them out. I'm still contemplating playing Timeable in this deck right now, because it's pretty good at getting the evolutions out. Unless you hit double tails. You know, one of them ones. I just want Eva Soda back, man. I just want Eva Soda. I just want Eva Soda. But man, what is that luck? 3 energies in a row off top deck. That's just crazy. That's just a Pokemon god going, nah, you're not allowed to win. This time we are going to win, though. I don't care. All right, let's do that. And no draw supporter to start with, though, which is a bit rough. Is it me, or is it the fact that I'm playing more draw support that is causing problems? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There are decks where I play far less, and I get a lot more out of it. And I'm playing things like Acrobike. This just isn't working. No, let's get Ditto down so we can Zeb Striker next turn. That's my thought process. And we'll just get a bench one attached to the bench one for now. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And then whenever we top deck, we can discard with the switch to get Zeb Striker down so we can just have some draw. Ah, this is one of the worst matchups for this deck as well. What is this luck? What is this like? This is the crazy thing about the ladder. The ladder is like, it's very rare for you to actually come up against these top tier decks. Most of the time you're coming up against, well, PTCGO top tier decks. You're thinking Lost March, you're thinking Gyarados. Stuff like that is far more likely to come up on PTCGO than something like a Zoroark or a PikaRom. Like, they're far less likely to come up than these types of decks when you're on the ladder, which is... I think, if I'm thinking of like a theory as to why, I think when people play on PTCGO, it's either for testing, which means they're not particularly going to be doing their top tier deck that they're very comfortable with, because that's probably well tested and well proven. So they'll probably be testing other decks that are, let's say, lower tier that they would like to potentially in the future play, or they just want to have some fun and they're playing other lower tier decks or borderline decks is what I would regard. Let's say Lost March I would regard as a borderline deck really more than anything. I wouldn't say it's tier 1, but I wouldn't say it's tier 2. But yeah, so like borderline decks or tier 2 decks just for fun. So that's the kind of theory as to why I feel like I come up against a lot of borderline tier 2 decks rather than top tier decks. It's very rare for me to actually find a PikaRom. Which, funnily enough, I base a lot of my decks around when it comes to playing against. Like, when I think to myself, what deck are people probably going to come up against, or what is one of the best decks in the format that our deck would be able to contend with? PikaRom, Zoroark, Malamar, those types of decks. But they just barely come up. Alright, I actually don't mind getting rid of the Muck here. And just getting Zeb Striker, because shutting off their abilities is not going to be that impactful. And we're not up against their Aura GX or anything like that, so we shouldn't have an issue with the retreat thing. So let's just get one of you out. If only, well, it's not if only. Imagine if we were in that weird, awkward stage where... Oh, this is interesting. I don't want to get rid of the Guzma, but I just want the energy. Let's get an AK down. There we are. Yeah, like that awkward stage where sprint... you wasn't able to sprint when you had 0 cards in your hand. We would have been screwed. We just had to sit there and wait another turn. Okay, what's really important in this deck, believe it or not, is not so much the Malamar, but more so the Alolan Dugtrios, because we need 2 Dugtrios out to be able to one-hit a Jumpluff. Mount Lanica or Lanica, whatever you want to say, is not really that useful. So we're going to get another Alolan Diglett down, so we can get another Dugtrio out. This is looking better. The Zeb Striker seems to be really helping. We're going to save that Rescue Stretcher for cards we may seriously need in the future. So, and then hopefully we can get like a switch and get out. We play 3 switch because we obviously can't really retreat in this deck, obviously. With our main attacker being basic, having 3 retreat costs. Retreating is tough. So, instead of playing a Skateboard, which is useless for like Malamar and Alolan Dugtrio, switch is usually better off. So we play 3 switch just to accommodate for that. Did they PokéGom search for a Jumpluff? I was about to say, I was like, huh? I love that art. That's so cool. That's so cool. I bet there was many people who had that card that was like, yeah, I get to play it now. Probably one of the reasons why you should hold on to older cards. Because if they get reprinted, it's like, bang, you just play some old school Heart Gold, Soul Silver cards, which is kind of dope, right? That's kind of sick. But man, this is one hell of a... Jesus Christ, that's one hell of a turn. Woo! But do they have the energy? There goes the DCE though, so... Maybe they attach the DCE to the jump, to the Hoppip to retreat it? I don't know. And also playing the 30 HP Hoppip, not the 40 one, which is a bit weird as well. But my gosh, this is something else. At least the Jumpluff doesn't have free retreat. So you can't retreat into something. Not that they need it right now, but... yeah, not that they need it. Not at all. I think the one thing holding Lost March back a lot is his weakness to Lightning. Like, playing against Jolteon GX must be a pain to come up against. Obviously, PikaRom would run through it anyway. Zapdos will just walk through it anyway. It's a lot easier number to hit. So Zapdos is probably another reason why Lost March is just not there. Because if you're going to play Lost March, you might as well just play something like Zapdos. Plus, we have some crazy stuff coming out that are single energy. Sorry, that are non-GX attackers, like the new Blacephalon. That's going to be an insane card if you haven't seen it. Unbroken Bonds is one of the best sets coming out in a while. So I can't wait for Unbroken Bonds, man, because that's going to have so much good stuff in it. It's insane. So much fire support. The fire support is going to be crazy as well. And the great thing about that is when a set, rather than introducing a crazy archetype, introduces buffs to a particular type. So let's say Malamar for Psychic, right? although there was an archetype of Ultra Necrozma Malamar in Forbidden Light, Malamar buffed a ton of Psychic Pokemon and just introduced a load of other stuff, right? Particularly Malamar box. So when there's stuff like that coming out, it's awesome because you can kind of backtrack and really use these buffs in a particular archetype with other cards. It's dope. It's kind of sick. All right, let's go for Cynthia. We need an energy and a Alone Dog Trio. That's bad. We might have to sprint just out of desperation here. Okay, there's an energy. If that's the case, let's get down another Wobbuffet. Right, okay, or Giratina. Fine, I'll do that. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't want to Rescue Stretcher into the deck and sprint and like increase the odds of drawing into one of these because I really need a Alone Dog Trio. Maybe PikaRom would be good. Hey, it's like one of the first times you're actually seeing me test the deck whilst uploading it. That's not a good thing. It's not a good sign. I've done so much testing on this deck though. All right. Anyway, let's leave. Let's just check our deck. Let's check our deck. Let's see what's going on. Do we have the Dog Trio? We do. Okay, and if that's the case, then I'm actually going to get this Inkay and sprint. We need that now. Right now, we need that. So we're going to go in deep here and really dig for that Dog Trio. Oh, we don't pull it. Yikes, that's got me salty. Oh, no, we've whiffed something so important, and they're just going to walk right through us. Oh my god, we have chewed through our deck for that one Dog Trio. Just whiffed. Just whiffed it, man. Such a shame that it's just this kind of matchup. Again, Lost March is the worst matchup I can actually think of in this deck. Jirachi Zapdos, we can walk through that. When it comes to PikaRom, we can walk through that. We can walk through a Zoroark deck, believe it or not. We can walk through so much, but this deck, no. We are not walking through that deck ever. It's not going to happen. And now we have no Rescue Stretchers to work with, so we have to Giratina. Yikes. Alright, sprint away, come on. Now you're going to give it to me, I can already tell. When I don't need it, you're going to give it to me. Oh, alright, sure. Alright, let's do that. Let's Erica. Let's just get our hand up. There you are. Ready to go. Let's hope to God we... let's hope to God that we pull a bloody Wobbuffet from here. Oh. Is it me? Is the RNG just really bad today? Like, oh my god, we only have 2 Wobbuffets in deck. Oh, the top decks are coming in just 1 turn too late. Yikes, man. They have one of the best turns I've ever seen Lost March have. Oh my god. We can't attack next turn. We actually can't attack. Okay, we can attack with Dog Trio, technically speaking, right? But we can do some snipe damage. Take out the Natus. Okay, I don't mind that going away. Like, these Acrobikes are showing up, like, really late. That's more of an early game type card that we need. Not a late game. Man, this is really rough. This is really, really rough. It's an interesting deck. I'm in love with it. But this is just bad RNG right now. And I barely blame RNG. You know that. I'll admit when I'm screwed. I'll admit when I've effed up. Very much. Sometimes it's quite more often than not. that I screw up. But oh man, this is just feel bad every day, man. This is just feel bad Friday. It's not even a Friday, Sean. What are you talking about? It's a Wednesday. That's how feel bad it is. I'm reminding myself it's a Wednesday and not a Friday. Okay, this is just bad. This is just bad. This level of disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Oh, let's do some snipe damage then. Let's get Giratina out. I forgot I could get Giratina back. I'm tilting! I'm tilting! Oh my god. Everything is ruined. Everything is ruined! Oh god. Good lord, good lord. I can already see the comments going, Sean, what are you doing? You could have done this at this very moment. You wouldn't have lost if this didn't... Okay, do you know what? Screw it. I want to do one more after this. We're going to go for a crazy one. We're going to go for 3 games. Screw it. Screw it. I'm going to beat the RNG. I'm going to beat the game at doing what it does. I don't care. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get a long video up. I'm gonna go for one more after this. I got the Malamar. You got the Malamar. I don't even think we have any energy left. Do we even have energy left? Like, is that seriously going to happen here? Is that seriously something we've got going on? Do we have energy? Do we have it? We don't. It's game. Bye. All right, just well played. And you have a good deck. Let's go. That's game. Let's get in another one there and hope that the RNG gods are on our side. Don't want another one of those random top decks or getting the card we need the turn off. So screw that. We're gonna throw in Pokemon communication. We're throwing in PikaRom. Like, that's gotta happen, right? We gotta throw in PikaRom. But where and how? We could go down to 2 Malamar, but that's really risky. I don't like that. We could drop a switch, but that's kind of crucial in this deck. Do you know? Yeah, we could drop a switch. Yeah. We'll drop a switch at... No, should we just do 1 PokeCom for now? Should we just do 1 PokeCom? I think 2 might be a bit too much. Let's do that. Let's just see if that really helps in some cases. Because if we're in a scenario, right, where we need a particular Pokemon, we're playing a high count of Pokemon, so PokeCom search can be really good when it comes to needing a certain Pokemon in a deck that plays loads. So I'm thinking PokeCom could work. So we're going to try PokeCom and go into another game here. It's going to be quite a long video, guys. So buckle up, because we're probably going to get destroyed again. Thanks to Pokemon. Okay, no, enough blaming Pokemon. Let's zoom in. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this for real. We're gonna do this legitness. Absolute legitness. That's what we're gonna do. All right. What are we up against? Please do not be lost, March. Please do not be lost, March. I'm thinking Sceptile. And I'm wanting it to be Sceptile GX. Because that has a higher retreat cost. And if we get that up to 4, then we're hitting 200 damage on it, which is pretty dope. So, what have we got going? What have we got going here? What are we up against? I mean, if it's the non-GX Sceptile, we still can hit it for decent numbers, so. Alright. Please be on my favor today. Please be on my favor. I feel like I'm begging to an almighty God. Please! Ever be on my side. Yeah, it's obviously a Sceptile deck by the box, but unless we're playing Venusaur. Okay, what? Excuse me? What is this? What is happening? Why is there a Beedrill? Is it a Sceptile deck that just techs a Beedrill in, or? That's interesting. Okay, Sceptile, it's just teching in Beedrill. Okay, that's kind of dope. So, this is an interesting deck to be playing against. I like this. I like this. Someone's having a bit of fun here, and that's kind of dope. Throwing in Life Forest right away, I wouldn't do that. Turn on Steam Resolve. Whew. This guy's going for something. He's really got some ambitions. And how is he going to gel these stage 2s together, though? Is it the Steam Resolve, or is it the... Are they going to be playing a Jirachi to help fish for these rare candies? Are they going to be doing Bill's Analysis? Are they going to be doing Faulkner's? What are they going to be doing to help gel this all together? Because I don't know if they're also... Because if you're playing 2 stage 2s and a load of... No, 3 stage 2s and a Ninetales, you're walking into dangerous territory. The only deck that does that is Shintaro. And that's a very specific strategy. In fact, I think they play way more than 3 stage 2s. Okay, let's get another Inkay down. Let's just get the base setup out. Right, let's just get the priorities down right now. Let's do that. And we'll go for a turn 1 Lily. There we go. Sweet stuff. Ah, PikaRom. Could work in our favor next turn. In fact, it could work in our favor now. Let's just... No, we're going to save that for late game. We're going to Ultra Ball a... Yikes. Let's just leave it. In fact, let's Spelunk. Let's get ourselves that, because we don't want the Giratina now. We want the Wobbuffet. So let's Spelunk. They could turn one, evolve into this, and then KO the Diglett. I didn't think about that. They did Steven Resolve, so my guess is they are going to turn one into the Sceptile. So that's going to be my guess. But I think I just didn't want to Ultra Ball there because I wanted the peak. I wanted the PikaRom. I didn't want to Ultra Ball 2 supporters away. That's just really bad. Yeah, so they're doing 40 damage, so they're not doing enough to KO the Diglett yet, so that's good. But if we top deck something like an Inkay, PikaRom could be really good here. We could get ourselves something. But I kind of want to save the PikaRom for setup, though. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But coming up against this particular deck, I think we have some time. So I'm perfectly fine with just figuring things out here whilst I wait. Sorry, whilst they set up. So there's the Beedrill set up. Unless they're playing Beedrill particularly for the Tag Team GX matchups. Maybe. Alright, with that said, we are going to Ultra Ball an Energy and a Erica away. And get ourselves another Doug Trio. I think that's what we should do, because we do need both of them out to be able to one-hit this thing. So if that's what we do, then that's what we do. Let's do that. Lily into something worthwhile, please. Yes and no. We can get 2 Malamars thanks to the PikaRom. So that's paying off, but I don't think that's really useful right now. So in fact, what I might do is get a Ditto down. Because I'm thinking this thing's probably going to get KO'd. And if that's the case, then I would like to Rescue Stretcher it back and evolve it. And then be able to one-hit KO. That's my thought process. So this is probably going to go down because we haven't got the switch to work with. We have an Energy Attachment next turn. We have a Cynthia, so we should hopefully be able to hit the Rescue Stretcher. I mean, hopefully, because this is only 1 in deck, so we're not going to guarantee that. But if we do, we can just follow up with a one-hit KO here, which would be so good. So please just get exactly what I'm looking for. That's what I want. We do need... Yeah, we really do need... I'm going to do this just for thinning. Yeah, getting rid of the Guzman's not good, but I need to thin. Oh, no, there's no other Malamar. Okay, that's just what we've got to deal with right now. Okay. With that being said... Getting another Wobbuffet down seems good. Also getting a Giratina down seems pretty good. I think the Wobbuffet is more important right now. Come on, Rescue Stretch. Come on, Rescue Stretch. Come out here, buddy. Where are you? We got the Acrobike to work with. Come on. Give me the Rescue Stretch, please. Oh. Unlucky again. That's fine. We got another Wobbuffet to charge up here. Hopefully with this... I was going to say with this KO, but it's not a KO. So we have to hit it for just 100 damage, unfortunately. But they're not going to one-shot us, so I'm kind of okay. I'm just trying to think right now. We need another Malamar, man. Pricing 2 Malamar is bad. But more than anything, we need another Dugtrio. That's like, oh, I want you. Oh, you're juicy. Okay. Hold your saliva in, Sean. We only got 1 more Guzma, though. Oh, yes, definitely. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to Guzma you up and then just smack you to literally into oblivion. Oh, that's got me excited. All right. Okay. Let's Cynthia and get the Rescue Stretcher. That'd be cool. I would like the Rescue Stretcher. No. Okay. Let's not get the Rescue Stretcher. Let's get Erica. I want as much draw support as possible, considering this deck can brick, so I'm just a bit scared. All right, let's take you out. Let's take you down. Give me Rescue Stretcher. I haven't even checked my deck to see if I've got it. It could be in my prizes for all I know. Goes to show what I'm like. But this could be your game-winning like KO. 4 retreat. And it's with this, it's already a one-shot with a choice band. With that and a choice band, it's one shot. Is it Mount Lanik? It's Lanakila. Mount Lanakila. Lanakila. I'm not even trying to put that on. I am genuinely struggling to pronounce that. Lanakila. Lanakila. See, I'm actually struggling. I'm quite surprised with how much I'm struggling with that. I really shouldn't. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What do we pull here? At least we're like following up with just draw supporters every now and then, you know? So that's kind of cool. And we are getting kind of close to game, luckily enough. I think that's more due to my opponent than me, but that's cool. We hit 150. Oh, yeah, because of this and this. Oh, yeah. 150 damage. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. They're going to go for multiply, huh? Oh, bro, do not bring that thing out, man. No. Do not bring that thing out. So luck is now on my favor. Finally! This is just a video that's not even about to do with how good the deck is. It's just about luck. This whole video is just luck. So yeah, it's your turn to be lucky. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We want to get that rescue stretch. We want another Doug Trio out. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. We want another one. It's not happening, but that's fine. Let's just KO this, and then they're gonna bring out the Snorlax, and then we're gonna win. That's just what's gonna happen. So I am fine with that. Let's be real. Even if they drop the Lanica, we still got this. Even if they drop the Lanica and Guzma this, we still got the Lanica. I call it Nalinka. Lanakila. There we go. I was saying it wrong this whole time. So I was like, no, it's Mount Lanalik. I can't say it. I still can't say it. No. I kind of want to throw an energy there. Now that I've realized we can attack with this. Wow, that's actually cool. Kind of a cool sniping Pokemon. Anyway. Thoughts aside, let's be real here. Let's Lily for 1. Let's Ultra Ball these away. We don't need you anymore. What's going on with the deck, huh? What's happening? What's happening? We got the rescue stretch. Let's get mugged just in case. Just in case they drop something like really important. We could shut down a Lele play. We could do that. We could, but we won't. We won't. Just in case. All right, there we are. Just keep walking through. Again, I'd say this is just not me. It's just the bad luck on the side of the opponent. Just not getting anything. They can't even do Destiny Stinger. It's not going to work. They need damage on it. Yeah, they need damage on it. Yeah, that's the quit. Okay. That was a weird stream of games. And we didn't get to take the Juicy Knockout on the Snorlax either, which is so disappointing. But if I play anymore, I'm probably going to pass out. So let's just show off the list. That was very weird. That's the final conclusion of the list. I'm still really contemplating trying to fix this up, trying to fine-tune it. I mean, it's a cool deck. It's a fun deck, but it can really struggle. PikaRom really helped there, actually. So I kind of like that. We could drop the Acrobikes, but that really lowers its consistency. I don't know. This is definitely going to take a bit more thought, if I'm going to be honest, but I'm kind of happy with it so far. That's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, I kind of like this. Anyway, with that said, do leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course do subscribe for more. And apologies for such a weird video. This is just weird. But I wanted to show the deck to you, and I think this is equally representing it, even though we had a bit of bad luck. It shows you it is quite hard to actually get going, but when it does, it can absolutely blow through things. So as long as you get these things out, that's the priority. Get those things and also these things. Oh, and also these things. I'm joking, obviously. But yeah, just get the Malamars and the Dugtrios out, and then you'll be fine. But yeah, with that said, please do subscribe for more. And up until tomorrow, do take care. And